where dreams collide. Sarah's voice, a gentle guide through the realms of time and space. She takes us to a sacred place.
Yet.
Yes, but I don't see anything.
What do you sense or feel? Tell me everything you notice.
I have a palace. I had like the first thought was I felt like I was taken to Atlantis.
Uh-huh. Tell me about it.
Well, it feels like a crystal palace.
How would you describe it in your feelings? Tell me more.
Okay, I think I feel it shimmering in the sun. It's like the Wizard of Oz castle, but it's not green, it's clear crystal. That is also sort of prismatic.
Wow. Beautiful. What else do you feel about this castle?
Hmm. I feel like I want to go in it.
Go in it.
Um, feels so grand. It feels like I just want to go hug the wall.
What does the wall feel like?
It feels like glass, but it's crystal. It's like super smooth. And it feels like it's calling me to just like touch it because that's where the information is.
Wow, what happens if you touch it?
And I'm told that I can access anything.
Wow. When you touch it and you can access anything, can you tell me more about what's the first thing that you seem to access?
Mm, it's very vague, but it's like I feel a slight feeling of a kid at a playground in a swing. And someone's like pushing them on the swing to go back and forth, but it's very vague.
Oh, okay, I see. And tell me about your hand. As you're touching this structure, do you get a sense or feeling about what your hands look like there?
Mm. I feel big. That's the only sense I'm getting.
Hmm. And what about the rest of your body? If you just focus on the rest of your body there, how would you describe it? What are your thoughts or senses or feeling on your body there?
I'm not sure. It feels big, like it feels, I feel big muscles, but I can't picture anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even like get the sense of it being a human or anything. I don't know.
Uh-huh. So it feels big, but you could tell or you sense that you have big muscles and your hands are big. And can you feel your feet there or get a sense, a feeling of what your feet are like?
Hmm. Well, the first thing that popped into my mind were like sandals.
Uh-huh. Okay. Is there anything else you notice about yourself? So you sense muscles, sandals,
Hmm.
big hands. What about if you just focus in to yourself there? Do you feel young or old? Do you get that sense?
Hmm. No, but a white robe came into mind. So
Oh,
almost started feeling like an old Greco-Roman vibe, like with the white robe and the gold leaf crown.
oh, okay. And do you get a sense what this robe feels like if you were to touch it, or what you sense this robe feels like?
Mm, feels soft. Feels like really high quality material. It's
And if
like pristine white.
Oh, wow. And if you tune into that energy there as you're in that structure, that um, temple, what do you sense the energy is like in there?
Mm, it's very quiet. There's no one else around.
Are there any smells that you notice there? Or so you said it's very quiet. Are there any sounds that you notice?
No,
See?
I don't notice any
And,
sounds or smells.
oh, okay. And do you get a sense how you feel there?
I feel calm and also feel a bit confused, like there should be more, but I don't know what it is.
I see. If you walk around in that place, what do you sense is in there?
I feel the vibration of giant crystals, like
Ooh,
bigger than I've ever seen before in my life, like bigger than we've ever discovered.
tell me about them.
Like this giant crystal in the middle of the palace. It's like powering everything. It's it's like the most beautiful crystal you've ever seen.
Tell me about it.
Got a lot of power, a lot of information in it. I'm just gonna touch it. It says it's here to support us.
Wow. And do you get a sense as to what color you notice it is, or colors?
It's kind of like rainbow pink quartz, but it's very light pink,
Mhm.
uh, iridescent, kind of.
Amazing. And you said you got a message from it. Can you speak directly to it?
Yes.
Can you ask it a little bit about yourself to describe you there?
It's saying I'm here as the keeper of time.
What is that? What's the keeper of time?
I'm not getting it.
Oh, okay. But you're there to be the keeper of time? What else does it say about you?
It's a record keeper.
Oh, and
It's storing information.
and does this crystal work with you there? Do you work with this crystal there when you're there in this place or no?
Yes, I love it very much.
How do you work with this crystal?
It's like the most I can tap into now. It's like I feel the energy of it. It just feels so good to be in the energy of it.
Wow, just absorb that energy.
Like I feel like I'm hugging the crystal. It feels like I missed it. Like I just got reconnected with an old friend.
Amazing. And tell me about what it feels like to be connected with this crystal. What is that energy like, if you can describe that?
It's almost ineffable because there's so much to it. It feels amazing. It's like I'm back on the pink cloud. Like
Mm,
nothing else exists. Just like it's enthralling.
wow, amazing. And can you tell
Mm,
me more about your relationship with this crystal? What do you sense about how you are connected with it?
mm. It seems I have a lot of admiration for the crystal and the power that it provides as the record keeper.
Tell me more.
Feels like there's a connection of the timekeeper and the record keeper, as the records are recorded in time.
What else do you notice about this?
Mm. Feels odd that I'm the only one here. Like
Tell
it's like eerily quiet. Like where is everyone else?
If you go outside, what does it look like outside this place?
Mm. Looks like Candyland.
Tell me about it. How would you describe it?
Like really like perfect green grass and like everything very perfectly landscaped. And shapes of all the plants are so perfect.
Tell me about
I
the
see it.
shapes.
It's like almost like Dr. Seuss like they're like shapes we don't see in plants that I have seen in this lifetime.
Oh,
Like it feels like a fairy tale land. It's
amazing. What
like
else?
I see a bunch of colorful flowers.
Oh, what
Well,
colors?
I don't see them. I feel them. I feel them are like all kinds of colors, like really bright, vivid colors.
And that's perfect. You can feel all your information. You don't have to see it. What kind of colors do you feel you see?
Every color, all of the colors.
Are there any
It's
smells
like
there?
It's like, you know, a hummingbird has all the colors. It's what these flowers look like.
Oh, amazing. What about
Hmm.
the smells? Are there smells?
Smelled the flower. It smelled very flowery. I don't know how else to describe it.
Oh, wow. What does the temperature feel like there? Do you feel a sense of atmosphere or temperature?
Um, feels perfect. Feels like the most perfect weather. Warm. The sun is shining. Birds are chirping. Feels very calm.
Amazing. And do you see any buildings if you look around, or is it mostly like landscaped?
Mm. I only see the palace and like the nature surrounding it.
Amazing. Do you see any other people or animals?
I'm starting to see like a moat around it.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a water canal or something around it. Feels circular in shape
Mm-hmm.
around the palace.
Oh, what do you
Now I
notice?
hear the water flowing, and water is very clear. Like I'm gonna drink the water. It wants me to drink the water. It's like the most refreshing water you've ever tasted.
What do you notice about it?
Mm. The information's also in the water. Crystal communicating with the water.
What sort of information do you receive when you drink it now?
Mm. Mm. Does the water want me to know? Nothing's coming to me.
Okay. How do you feel when you drink this water?
Like I'm so refreshed. Like I just want to keep drinking it.
Well, does it have a specific taste that you notice?
Mm. Like the most pure glacier water you could imagine.
Wow.
Reminds me of the water from Mount Shasta Head Spring.
Oh, wow.
Now it feels like there's a connection to that and Mount Shasta.
Oh, what do you notice?
I feel like the palace is in the mountain, and there was like somehow this palace was getting sunlight, and like it seemed like it was outside, even though it's in the mountain.
Oh, wow. Hmm.
The point of the palace is to hold the crystal.
Oh, I see. So this palace is in the mountain and it's to hold this crystal.
Yeah,
And tell me more about yourself there. Do you get a sense as to how you spend your time in this place?
telepathically. So it's why maybe there was no people there, because we're
Mm.
connecting telepathically to it. And drink the water for the information.
I see. And do you have a place where you live there? Do you have a dwelling or no?
Mm. Get a sense that there's no physical form. There's like, I don't live in any one place.
Oh, I see. Okay. So there's no real physical form. And what is that like for you to spend your time there with no real physical form?
Seems very peaceful. Feels like problems of the world don't exist where this is.
And do you see the sky there?
Yes.
What is it like?
Mm. It's like a typical sky, I guess. Blue sky.
Oh, wow. Do you notice clouds or no clouds?
Mm. It's like morphing into a sunset.
Oh,
So
what
it's
is,
like pink clouds, purple clouds. It's like striated throughout. When you're on top of the mountain, you can see a ton of sky, all the valleys below.
wow. Tell me about these valleys. How would you describe the valleys?
Mm. Feels like they go on forever.
Mm. Do they have a color at all to them?
Uh, they're covered in trees, like pine trees.
Wow.
So like a deep green color, but with the golden sun from the sunset highlighting some of them.
Wow. Do you see anything else as you look around this whole area?
Mm. Well, I feel like there's this little alien being, but it
Tell me about it. How would you describe
seems
it?
short. It's like waist high, got like this elongated head.
Mhm.
Feels maybe like it's a blue-green color. Feels kind of childlike. I feel like I'm supposed to ask if we're recording this session right now.
Oh, yeah, I know. I checked a couple times.
Okay. It's like, feels kind of clown-like.
Really? That's funny. Tell me more about that.
Like it's like got a funny nose. It almost feels kind of Muppet-like. Like, I don't know, it's got big shoes, but it doesn't, I don't think it really has feet. I feel like it's clowning around with us. I don't know, Sarah. I
What
don't know
is
where
it?
this is going.
That's great. No, tell me more, though. Does it have anything it wants to say if it
I
showed
feel
up?
like it's like squeaking at me. It's like here to have fun. That's what it's saying.
Mhm.
We're here to have fun.
Oh, and what kind of things does it feel like are fun?
Yeah, it's like took this form so that it could feel like exactly what you asked. It wants to feel fun. In order to feel, you have to have like physical senses to interpret the feeling.
Hmm.
And that's what they say is fun. That's why we're here on Earth. To
Why do they
have
think,
fun.
is that why they think we're here? Tell me more about why they say we're here.
There's many reasons why we're here. The only one that really matters is to have fun.
Hmm.
And by following our fun, joy, we are able to dream a life bigger than we could have ever imagined
Mm.
for ourselves. It's like fun transcends the programming of what you're supposed to do.
Mm.
Society says you should be doing.
Mm. And is that being still there? Can you ask it more about itself? Where does it come from? And does it know you in any way?
I think it's shape shifted now into like an energetic being,
Mm.
like kind of taking the form what you would imagine like an angel, like, but it's not. It's 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 just playing with light and energy. So it's like wearing white light, almost like too bright to look at, but dim down so I could see it better. It's huge. It's like 50 feet in the air.
Mm. Wow. Where does it come from?
Come from you. Does it come from you? There's a projection in my mind
Oh.
of my higher self.
Oh, wow. Tell me more about that. Is that your higher self?
Yes, or the higher guidance. It says higher guidance.
Oh, can I speak directly to it?
Yes.
Can you tell me more about what she was doing in this place with the temple and that and her role there? Can you tell me more about that?
There's been many temples.
Why did you show her that one?
That one because answers that she seeks are in in the crystal.
Oh, can you tell me more?
I asked it to take me back to the crystal. So now we're back in the palace again with the crystal.
No, okay.
And now it's saying the crystal is the navigator.
Oh, what is this crystal?
Mm. I like, I don't know the word for it. Doesn't exist in our English language. Okarampoko taraistikirampakarai. Parantikirampoko.
What was that just came through?
Mm. And I think it might be who was connected with the crystal.
Oh, I see. Can you tell me more about this connection that she has with this crystal?
Mm. Like I feel it in my heart. Like this, like the movie Inception. Like I'm standing in front of the crystal and it's also in my heart.
Wow. And so, what is the relationship between this crystal and her?
I don't know what it means, but it says they're programming partners.
Oh, what does,
Programming partners for creation. It's part of creation.
oh, wow.
Like,
Can you tell me more about that?
like I seem to infuse intention into the crystal and it creates a reality.
Wow.
Know what it means.
And does the crystal have a specific personality? What does the crystal want Maria to know?
That I can access it at any time. It's always there. Because it is inside of me.
Oh, wow, amazing. Is there any particular way that she can access this?
Place my hand on my heart and then feel it in your heart.
And what happens when she accesses this crystal?
Like a crystal ball. Like you can feel into potential timelines and opportunities.
Amazing. And so, why did you want her to connect with this crystal? What do you want her to do with the crystal?
It says the answer you seek is in the crystal. You can ask the crystal.
Great. Can I ask the crystal questions?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, what is her purpose in this lifetime? What did she come here to do? Can you give me more clarity on it?
Saying that came here to be the bright light that she is, to share her light with those who are ready to receive. They may, in turn, allow their light to shine brighter. When you are in the non-physical, there is only light and higher vibration, the brighter the light. Maria is very adept at turning into her light to support the broadcast of her frequency, a higher dimensional space. The light supports transmutation, healing, and ascension on this.
How does she turn into the light exactly? What exactly do you want her to do?
Just by thinking of the light or visualizing herself as light, it automatically increases the brightness, and she can expand it far outside her physical body, outside of the room that she's in, all across the planet, or send the light into the core of the planet. She likes to practice sharing that love and light with Mama Gaia.
Well, how can she
Gaia
awake?
shares that back with her.
Oh, beautiful. How can she awaken like the bigger dream inside of her?
They're saying one step at a time. But how can I realize the bigger dream? I don't know what it is.
What is her bigger dream? What is it?
Peaceful planet, peaceful life, abundance, with healthy, organic food.
Can you show her what it would be like if she has awakened this dream inside of her? Can you show her what that looks like and then tell me about it?
I see like an abundant garden filled with the most amazing looking vegetables, fruit, and um, feels like very slow pace. Like there's nothing to do, there's nowhere to go. It's like enjoying just being.
What does it look like in this area? Can you tell me more about the area where this will
Uh,
be?
feels tropical, but I don't know where.
Tell me more about what it feels like. So it feels tropical. You can tell there's fruit.
Humid, hot. I think I smell the ocean in the distance. Feels like I'm in a mountain valley.
Oh,
Uh, feels like I live in a community.
oh, what do you sense about this community?
I sense a lot of ease and like of harmony.
Mm.
It's saying, this has been a dream in my heart since I was a little girl.
Mm. How can she fulfill this?
There's nothing she needs to do. She'll keep following the guidance, and it'll feel like magic. All of a sudden, she finds herself there. It's like it was already created.
Is she in alignment with this? Is there anything blocking her from achieving this?
No.
What are the next steps for her to achieve this?
Mm. Continue following her joy.
Is there anything that would be very joyous for her to do that she's not aware of yet that you want to tell her about?
Mm. The sense I get is to keep following the breadcrumbs.
Are there any breadcrumbs that she's not aware of that you've sent her that she hasn't really received?
All the time.
Can you tell me more about that?
It's like there's signs all the time, everywhere. There's so much data to take in. It's no wonder that they are missed sometimes. But
Are
they're
there
saying when I see the feather, to ask the feather, what is this breadcrumb wanting to tell me?
Are there any really large breadcrumbs you've sent her that she's missed that you want to tell her about?
It's not possible. It's
Why?
not possible because you'll never miss what's for you.
Oh, oh, that's amazing. Are there any bigger assignments that she needs to do that she's not aware of or that you want to talk to her about?
One moment. I don't really know what this is about, but it's like I see a giant stadium of people. It's like the Colosseum, but not the Colosseum. Like a lot of people, but it's not a physical place.
It's not a physical place?
No, it's just like a symbol of it. It's like it's a mass gathering. That's what they're saying. It's a mass gathering.
Oh, can you tell me more about this? What do you want her to understand about what you're showing her?
It's like I see the biggest, brightest light. It's like this mass gathering is uniting for world peace, and the light that everyone's soul combines into can be seen from the furthest galaxies away. It's like super bright.
Wow. When does it look like this will occur? What do you want her to understand about this?
Mm. I don't have a sense of a timeline.
Is there anything she needs to do when it comes to this?
Like, this light on eyes are that I'm spirit.
What'd you say?
Saying you don't need to know what it means.
Oh, well, can
Too
you? Oh, go
soon.
ahead. Say that again. Sorry.
This is too soon. Don't need to know how. Every step will be revealed when the time is right.
Well, can you just awaken that bigger dream in her? Can you trigger it? Can you awaken it now?
Yes.
What are you doing to do that?
We share this light with you now so that you feel a small glimmer of what is to come. I feel completely at peace.
Oh, good. Now, can you do a body scan on her while she's in the peaceful state? Can you
Yes.
look deep into her body and tell me what is the very root cause of the issues with her gut? The very root cause.
Compartmentalizing emotions.
Mm. Where does this originate? Is it from this lifetime or a different lifetime?
It's from things she doesn't want to feel from this lifetime.
What exactly does she need to know about this or understand?
That physical release is good. There's
Okay.
no need to hold on, and she knows now how to allow herself to feel in a healthy way that allows her to transmute the emotion rather than feel stuck in it. Like when she feels. And then when she would be stuck in it, it would stick in her gut.
She received all the information there is to receive about this issue.
Yes.
And was this in any way, was it a teaching tool or was there a purpose or a lesson behind her receiving this issue that you want to tell her about?
There's always a lesson. And the more you hold on to emotions, not allow them to pass through you, hold on to lower vibrations that do not serve you. As you continue to raise your vibration, you will continue to be more adept at allowing the density to shed, to make way for the crystalline structures. All about shedding to receive more. Shedding
Okay.
the old to make room for the new.
Does she fully understand everything now, or no? Is there more you want to tell her about her gut issue?
She's not alone on this journey. There are millions of people who suffer from the same.
What do you want her to know about this?
They already know. She has experiences that she has to teach from her experience to others who have similar life experiences or would like to experience more freedom in their life. It's tied to freedom.
How is it tied to freedom? Tell me more.
The opposite of freedom is constriction.
Mm.
And so when people feel constricted, they do not feel free. Energy does not flow freely. It's all connected. And a lot of it is in the gut.
A lot of it is in the gut, did you say?
A lot of it is managed in the gut.
Oh. Does she need this anymore now that she received all this information?
It needs her gut, yes.
No. Does she need an issue with her gut? Sorry.
Mm. No one needs issues, they choose them.
What does
But the
she?
lesson here has been learned.
Oh, good. Can you release this issue that she has in her gut now since she learned it and she understands the purpose? Then the body doesn't have to be the messenger anymore, right?
Yes, it will be released
What are you
the
doing to?
next time that
Oh,
she goes to the toilet.
okay, good. Okay, good. What are you doing to her to help facilitate this?
Seeing her in her highest light. From our perspective, there is no issue.
Hmm. What is your perspective on her? Can you tell me more about her? Who is she? But I have another question about her body, but I'm just curious about that. Who is she? What is your perspective on her?
Is a magnificent divine being, as are all humans on this planet. Multidimensional beings living a human experience. This one that you refer to has experienced immense amount of freedom in her life that most people only dream of, never actually allow themselves to experience. She is living the bigger dream already, and she doesn't even.
Amazing. What is the very root cause of her hip issue? Can you scan that area for her and tell me the very root cause? What do you see there?
There's an imbalance. Physicality that comes from lack of motion, which she had already identified and have set new habits in place to support the physical rebalancing through yoga asanas.
Well, how come she
And
still has? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
eventually into primal movement, which will build more strength.
Why does
She
she
still,
still?
she
Go ahead.
still has it because it takes time to rebalance something that's physically been imbalanced. So many.
See, how long will it take?
Not much longer, but our perception of time is different than
Well, can you heal it right now? Since she got these messages and she's going to do all this, could you heal it? Send
yes.
energy there? What are you doing to do that?
We're sending light, golden, golden shimmering light,
Mm.
and she's feeling it move down into her shin ankle. The light is penetrating the inflammation and cooling, cooling it down.
Will she notice a difference right away or will it take a little while?
She should notice improvement 6 in the morning.
Okay.
And when she does her stretches,
How does the rest of her body look? Can you scan the rest of her body and even send healing to the rest of the body?
yes, we'll do that. There are still densities that are necessary to stay in place
Oh,
for
why?
now. They are vital organs for the Earth suit functioning on your planet.
You tell me more about that?
Not all of the 3D density will be shed out of necessity, but there's crystalline form in all of it.
Tell me about this,
And
Chris. Go ahead.
coming years, there will be more that can be understood about this transfer. For now, we see this one as highly advanced in her energetic practices to support this with others as they too become ready for their own physical transformation, as they understand the spiritual essence of them on higher and higher levels.
So is she transforming then?
Everyone is.
Can you tell me what's happening with her?
She's awakening more and more to the full realization of who she is.
Could you say that again? I'm sorry.
She's awakening more and more to the full realization of who she is. She knows herself as a divine master being, here to support the planet in its fifth dimensionary evolution. This is her. And the bigger dream is on a larger scale. Could possibly understand. Not all of the energy work is in a one-on-one container or even with those who know her name.
So I probably missed a few words there. Can you say so? Not all within the one-on-one container. Can you repeat that?
Mm. Yes, what we're trying to say is the light that she shares has greater impact than those that she works with directly. It's like a ripple effect. And the more she gathers, the more everyone amplifies each other's light.
See, wow. Okay. Do you have any advice when it comes to her job?
Spend more time creating what you've already seen in your mind and felt in your future. Starts with a small community and grows from there as you teach others how to access more of their light within more people will be attracted to that light, guided by their higher self, knowing you can support and show the way.
Beautiful. It's beautiful. She's curious about her galactic connections.
They're always about her. She's even named them the ones. She can talk to us at any time. And she does.
Who are these galactic connections? Are there any she's not aware of, or is she correct in all the ones that she's seen?
She is correct, and there are many more. There's too many to list, really. But she does know of her strong connection to the Pleiadians and the Lemurians, as evidenced by the information that continues to be revealed to her.
What about Theta? Is that a star system, or is that something else?
It is from a galaxy far away.
Tell me about it.
It's a planet much like Earth. Where humans came from. Not in this galaxy. There's 4 times bigger than Earth. And it's pristine, like what humans like to describe as Lemuria, but different.
How would you describe it?
Kind of like the fantasy world of the movie Avatar. Everything feels very big and grand. Even the people are bigger.
How would you describe the people?
Humans would describe them as giants. But in their bigger world, they're proportionally the same.
And you said that humans come from there? Is that what you said?
Some of the human DNA comes from this.
And why? Why does it come from there?
Because the conditions on Theta are similar to that of Earth. So the physical structure is already built to survive on the similar planet.
Oh, okay. Is there any other reason for these beings to come to this planet?
Seems that there are many planets like Earth across many galaxies. They have traveled to many planets like this for similar experiments.
Is there a powerful prayer that wants to come through Maria from there? or from somewhere else?
Otarama shikirara okorompuko tikirama arampashukoto tikirama kairako oko shukotikirama karikira aino koto amakashikirampo kore tikirama chikira airara opoko totorinamiya kachikiri. It's saying that it's saying that the crystal within you are a powerful being. The translation's not exact, but in best we can do with English.
Wow. And
Saying it's all inside of you. It's all inside of you. Everything you desire is all inside of you. All of the galaxies and all of the are inside of you.
wow. What wants to come through her and evolve with her light language?
Showing other people what's possible for them in their healing, in their experience of sound, in their experience of releasing judgment and fear, worry about what other people might think. Maria doesn't have these thoughts. She simply doesn't care. And that is why she is meant to bring light language to more people, to unlock what's also inside of them. They also have access to the crystal in their heart for the information and guidance they seek.
Where does the light language that's not from her come from?
Comes from many places. The one you heard in the prayer was from Theta.
Oh.
There's a masculine voice that comes through from the 80s, and main one, like when she's around water, comes from her soul.
So her soul has light language?
Everyone's soul has light language.
What is her soul's light language? What is it that she's expressing when she's expressing her soul's light language?
It's her unique soul frequency. No two souls have the exact same frequency. It is unique to her and her alone. Yet many feel connected to it based on their dimensional history, both past and some of the language comes from the future.
Oh, tell me about that.
Well, you know, time is not linear,
Mm-hmm.
and some of the information she feels that downloaded for it to be revealed later comes from the future, as humans would call it.
What does the future look like? Can you tell me a little bit about it?
It looks very different from what you see now in the world. It's so different. It's almost unbelievable. Like a fake movie set.
How would you describe it?
Very clean. Very clean. Technology, quantum leaps in advancement to correct some of the impact of overconsumption from humans today. Many beings that are being born to the planet today will have a huge impact on what you would call a greener future. The air is clear, the waters are clear, plant and animals are thriving. Humans live in harmony, in community. There is no need to struggle or fear. Those vibrations one day simply will not exist.
Wow.
Hmm.
She wants to know a deeper understanding of the time travel that she's meant to access in this life. Can you tell me more about that?
She's doing it now. We just traveled to the future together,
Mm-hmm.
doing it all the time. She did not know her light language came from the future at times.
Wow.
And now she gets to play with that more. Oh, Kodaramashi. That's it's like a fun connection that they're making now.
Amazing. Um, mm. She wants to know what her gifts and intuitive abilities have been like in other lifetimes or dimensions.
She has had many, 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 many. We could keep saying many because it's really truly that
Can
many.
you bring back some of them that you find would be most useful in her current life? Could you bring them back right now?
Yes, they're stored in her heart. Her heart is the keyhole, so to speak, and she has key. When she taps into her heart, exactly what needs to come through comes through every single time. She's experienced it countless times. And it's because of her deep love and compassion for those that she meets that she's able to tap into whatever healing the other is ready to receive. Sometimes it can be in spoken word. Sometimes it can be through energy healing. Sometimes through sound. Or sometimes by simply holding the vision of the higher timeline that she's incredibly exceptional at. What we mean by this, someone can be explaining a challenge they are experiencing to Maria, and she has the unique ability to transcend that reality and envision them in their highest, most aligned path, even if the other cannot imagine this yet for themselves. She's carrying the vibration for them for when they are ready to step on that timeline. And now you see how she is a part of being a timekeeper.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. What is her history as a high priestess?
Hmm. Hmm. Similar to what we've spoken of here, knowing her divine connection and that she is a vessel for energy and healing to come through, whether this were timelines of energy or sound or water. She likes to have many different experiences. So she's had many different healing modalities, just as she's already explored in this lifetime.
What did
Energy healing through the hands is one that she particularly tends to gravitate towards, as well as sound. There's so much energy that can be channeled through the palms and through the throat.
Is there anything about this that she's not aware of that you want to tell her about, or any specific way?
To play with the combination of both, channeling energy through the hands and through sound through her throat at the same time. This is something she has not tried yet.
No.
And
Anything
it will
else?
amplify the intentions of the healing. And
Wow.
she will continue to open her voice more and more.
It's really good
It's
to know.
important for her to be mindful of her vocal cords.
What do you want to tell her about this?
We are supporting this as well on the physical. Herbs that are good and soothing for the throat.
Tell me more.
Just like a singer does vocal cord warm-ups, Maria will too find this to be a part of her practice as she continues to expand in the light that she brings through in sound.
Mm. Wow. Can you tell me more about her as a water priestess?
Water is very sacred, and she spent many lifetimes as a water keeper, both as a human and on other planets. Some planets, there is only what you would consider a minuscule amount of water that they keep in droplets to store the information.
Is there anything about water or working with water that you could tell her that she's not aware of? Some advice when she goes to work with water.
Continue to revere the water, its sacredness, and its impeccable ability to be infused with your light and energy. When you intentionally program your water, you are then allowing those programs and codes to be given back to Mother Gaia. It's an endless, abundant supply of circulation through you and the planet.
Wow, that's amazing. Is there anything else about that you want to say?
Continue programming the water. Continue asking the water information you seek is always available.
If she continues to do that, what will she notice?
Ease. Greater ease. There are many times she pretends like she doesn't know because the ego likes to keep her in that place. But the higher self, we know. We always know. She knows we're always there.
Beautiful. What is her history and connection with Robert Grant?
Just as there are many, many, many different healing modalities, there are many, many, many dimensions of the two existing together in what you would call a shared reality. They are both seekers of information and a lot of joy on their respective scavenger hunt.
Would you want her, do you suggest for her to work with him at all?
She will.
Is there anything else about this connection that you want to tell her?
Continue to hold true to the knowing that you are meant to work together. The divine orchestration is already in progress.
Wow, okay. What about Matthias? What's her connection to Matthias? She has also lived many, many lifetimes with Matthias, but in closer connection in certain lifetimes than with Robert.
They have been in the same family, for example,
Oh, wow.
many times. They are teachers. They love to teach. They have a way about them where people like to listen. They're attracted to their light. They're on a similar frequency vibration. Maria views Matthias as more advanced in this lifetime based on all he remembers. But it's not that far out of reach to imagine she once lived a similar lifetime where she
Wow.
chose to recall and remember more, like Matthias has in this lifetime. She's intrigued by that.
Tell me more about that.
For example, she finds it fascinating how Matthias can control the weather. She once was able to do that herself
Mm.
many times over. Many people could.
Is there anything else about that you want to tell her?
Mm. He has a way of summoning the water.
Tell me more.
One may say she found herself addicted to it. She has the ability to summon water on demand. She has the ability to purify the water through that summoning. Does not even need to be in close proximity of it.
Wow. Do you want her to use this for any particular reason?
The purification is supportive of Mother Gaia.
Oh,
This is why she was guided to bring the violet flame water from Shasta to Bali and is now with her in Thailand. We can share some of that water with the river here as well as at the Buddhist temple. She will know which one, and she is there.
she will know which one. Tell me more about that.
There will be a connection to water at this temple.
Tell me more. What should she do?
Just as she's been doing, blessing the water with the light language as she shares it into the earth. And what she was not sure of before, that we are confirming now. Information that's in the water that she brings from Shasta comes from the crystal in her heart that's also in the center of Shasta. It's all connected.
Wow.
So we're sharing codes of the fifth dimension while sharing this water with the land, purifying places where the energy currently may be a bit stagnant, just like she has experienced many times in her life, in her gut.
Wow. It's amazing. Is there anything else about that you want to tell her?
Doing amazing at following the guidance, her inner knowing. And then she knows it's okay if she doesn't fully understand. It's not necessary.
I see. Okay. Let's see. She wants to be a community builder. How exactly can she do that?
It already does it. The essence of who she is. She really knows no other way. She knows the strength of the human experience and that of many other existences on other planets comes through unity. It's why the word unity is in community.
Oh, wow. Tell me more about that.
Community, bringing together what the appearance of individual souls into unity or harmony. It is what allows the energy to more fluidly flow through the collective. When it is in a harmonious state, the energy more freely flows versus when you have constriction or resistance. So, through our community building, she creates spaces where people feel comfortable to allow themselves to authentically and vulnerably explore the true essence of who they are and what they desire to live, be, and create on this planet. Because she lives it herself, she inspires others to think it could be possible for them too.
That's amazing. Wow. Okay. Um, where should she live? Where do you want her to go? She's in this one place now, but do you want her to stay there? Where could she go next? Tell me more about that.
She can go anywhere she wants to go. She doesn't know where she wants to go other than enjoying her time now in Pi and does want to spend more time in Bali, but there's so many places she's yet to be, to discover. She's not ready to be in one place. She wants to experience more of life in many places. This is also part of her assignment, in that she is able to share her light in many different places, planet.
Wow. Do you have any suggestions as to another place that would be really beneficial for her to go to?
Vietnam.
Ooh, what will happen if she goes there?
She will share the water there for supporting in the purification. Through Ho'oponopono, she can provide transmutation with forgiveness for the destruction of the land.
Oh, amazing. What is her connection to Rama?
Um, Rama has taught her the story of building the bridge through devotion, love, compassion, determination, and Rama did not do it alone. He was able to rally Hanuman's army to support him in this effort. This is what she's realized. She's not here to build community on her own. It takes a village, as humans like to say.
Hmm. Why did she pick up Rama and then Robert started talking about it soon after?
Because it's in the collective field.
Oh,
These are stories that have been brought to humans because humans are delighted by stories and they understand their own existence through these archetypal figures. So now Maria knows she can call on Hanuman for support, and in return, she will feel more supported. Robert Edward Grant's connection to Rama has to do with his fascination with Orion.
oh, tell me more about that.
Many believe that you are born into this planet through the portal of Orion, and that is true. Maria has great love for Orion solar system.
Tell me more.
The solar system's on the other side of the portal. Can't see it. That's where Theta lives.
Oh, tell me more about that.
Uh, the humans call it a wormhole passage. There's only certain times that it's aligned where the portal is open. To allow the light to pass through.
Oh,
This is why you have sacred sites on this planet. It's the same concept.
why? Why do
All
we?
related. It's all connected.
How is it connected?
Geometry.
Why do we have sacred sites on this planet?
They are portals.
What do you mean?
They channel in energy and light. Light is energy. When there are certain alignments, it's like shining a light through a hole. And when the light connects to the sacred site, the transportation, if you will, is easily connected.
Wow.
Like a tunnel of light where information comes through.
Interesting. Can you tell me if there's any blocks that need to be cleared so that Maria can really open to her bigger dream? Is there anything in the way?
She knows very well it is the same work that she does with her clients. The only blocks that humans have are the ones they place in front of themselves. This can be from societal programming or through their upbringing of their caretakers. Maria knows better than to allow mental blocks to keep her stuck. It's a matter of being aware of a thought being potentially a block or not. It's all in how you perceive it. Some people view challenge as a good thing.
I see. Well, I get that it's her perception, but does she have any perceptions that are in the way that you want to tell her about?
Mm. There is a perception of lack based on what she sees in front of her today. Even though she knows she does not lack, it is the absence of that still has a small part of her awareness. So, in order for her to transmute, she would be pleased to feel the result of spending more time visualizing her self in her business, thriving with collaboration and community, doing the work that she's already envisioned herself doing. Spend more time feeling into those realities.
What will happen if she does this?
It will manifest sooner.
Oh, it's good. No. She's ready, she feels like, to move fully into greater levels of prosperity, but she needs some guidance on that. What do you want to tell her about this?
You have heard her intentions and requests for support. In asking, it is given. It is already provided for her. The future realities she envisions herself thriving in a beautiful sunlit home with massive windows and nature all around is already hers. Money is no object when it comes to the ways that she to manifest freedom, which also includes financial freedom. She cannot be a master of the 55th gene key without feeling freedom in all areas of her life.
That's amazing. Well, is there anything else about prosperity that you want to tell her about?
Mm. 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 I want her to know about her intuitive discernment when opportunities come through. You will know immediately if it's for you or not. When it is not, simply release it, knowing that nothing that is truly meant for you will escape you.
It's beautiful. Um, he, just looking through her questions. Uh, what about Tara, her friend who has transitioned?
Mm.
Does she have anything she wants to say?
Mm. She is here and she is delighted to be a part of the conversation.
Oh, hi, Tara.
She's finds a lot of amusement from her new form. It is not in physical form. She feels great delight in her ability to play with the light.
Mhm.
And she wishes to paint magnificent futures with Maria. She's
Oh,
showing me a painting of the Rainbow Bridge.
no.
And she wants to support Maria in the building of this bridge. She's saying playfully, Rainbow children unite.
Amazing. Does she have any other messages she wants to say?
Mm. She's here to remind us of all the ways we can play that we may have forgotten about as adults. And this is important because as a
The microphone just stopped. I'm sorry. Put the other one on. You'll be able to do it really easily. We'll only have a couple more questions. Okay, can you say something so I can see if I can hear you?
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yes, it's a little muddled, but I can still hear
Switch
you.
back to my headphones.
Oh, okay,
I
okay,
don't
perfect.
think that the microphone is going to work.
That's fine. Just take in a very deep breath and hold it. Then, as you exhale, just bring yourself back into that state. Let's connect with directly with Tara. Tell me more about what kind of methods of play, and tell me more about your message that you want to say.
He's saying that there's a healing opportunity through play, as play allows us to drop any facade of what other people might think or say, and it allows us to tap into our freedom.
Allows us to tap into more freedom. That's beautiful. Why did you want Maria to have this session on the 1212 portal, which it is now 1212 for her?
She likes to play with synchronicity, and this portal is an important one as she closes out 2024, which has been a very powerful year for her. The number 8, bringing abundance of information to an expansion, leading us to 2025. The year calculates to the number 9. 9 is the number of completion. She is preparing herself for the coming year to finally complete some of the visions that she's had in the growth that she wants to experience with her business. This is in one aspect of completion, but in reality, it's only the beginning.
Oh, amazing. Wow. Is there any way you can use this portal for her now and accomplish something even greater with it?
Ask her to sit in ritual upon waking with her journal,
Oh,
meaning for information. She has already received the message that she will be receiving 12 symbols to support her year ahead. These symbols can be used in meditation and for creation, as they will also be infused with intention to perfectly align her through astrology in her blueprint of what she is to create.
amazing. Okay, so you want her to journal, and her journaling, she will receive 12 symbols, and you want her to use those to create her year. Is that correct?
Correct. She might not have all of the information at once, but it will come through in the symbols as needed in the following year. They're
Amazing.
like 12 lighthouses guiding her way.
Oh, amazing. Is there anything that I didn't ask or that you just want to tell her about?
Remember the crystal in your heart. This will allow you to tap into deeper levels of information than you previously thought you had access to. Anytime you feel like you are unsure or you do not know, place your hand upon your heart. Take 3 deep, slow breaths to clear your mind. Ask the question and allow us to come through with the guidance you are seeking. Imagine the crystal in your heart being amplified by everyone on this planet, as well as your spiritual surroundings, your angels and spirit guides that are always around you. They all will communicate with you through the crystal.
Well, do you have any final messages for her?
Yakalama katikira aran kotitira kashikirama. You have enjoyed this interaction immensely. Okotarama katikira kashikira ampaka. And we are celebrating throughout the galaxy Okotarashikiramakaya of this shared vision we all hold for the new earth that we are co-creating. Akarampashikitiramaka. Continue to hold this vision in your heart, amplifying the vibration out with every breath that you take. Allowing that light to shine every cell in your being. Knowing that as you do that, you amplify it throughout all the galaxies, in all of the universes. As it is all connected as one.
Beautiful, so amazing. Thank you so very, very much. Now I'd like to ask